and welcome to another week of Strawchat, where this week we'll be doing the Drum Island arc. All right, Lee, how you doing?
It's a top arc! Way! Finally! I've
Hey,
had this hat on for 4 weeks now, and Chopper's finally coming.
I was just gonna mention that I like your new shirt this week.
Oh yeah, I actually this is a One Piece top. Got the good old donut boy on there.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got exactly the same top on because I'm a tramp.
Trump.
But yeah, should we get straight into the Drum Island arc? So we
Yes.
left off. We were just leaving Little Garden after defeating, was it Candleman number three?
Yep, that's it.
Um, Crew are back together. Crocodile thinks the Sunny Hat. Do they call them the Sunny Hat Crew or the Straw
The,
Hat
the,
Crew?
the Straw Hat Crew. That's why we're called
Straw
Straw
Hat Crew.
Chat.
I'm sure I had a stroke there or something. Yeah. So Crocodile thinks because I called him Gator in the Discord as well, didn't I? I
I don't
could
know where that
swear.
came from. I think it's because of the Banana Gators. You might have been watching them episodes at the time.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, Crocodile thinks Straw Hat Crew, yeah, are dead, and now they're on the way to Drum Island.
Yeah.
Or don't they think that they're going to Alabasta and then they go to Drum Island? Because this is
Um,
Uncharted, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just
Doesn't have an
sailing along, and I think they just see. Well, actually, they come across another boat or another ship at first, which is Wapol and his crew, and they
yeah.
have a bit of a fight with some other pirates. Captain Wapol jumps onto the Straw Hat ship, they're going merry, and
Hmm.
starts eating it because
Yeah,
he's ate what the Munch Munch fruit was it?
yeah, Munch Bunch Fruit.
And he's just eating everything he sees, and he's like, "I'm gonna eat your boat, but you guys." And
Yeah,
Luffy just punches him miles away, and the rest of the crew go, "Oh no, Captain Wobble! We need to go and save him. He can't swim because he's eaten devil fruit." So they take off, and that's them defeated for now.
yeah. Actually, a question about that, right? So Wapple, when he eats something, he can take on the characteristics of that thing, can't he?
Yes,
So he later on he eats a house and he becomes a house.
yeah.
He become a house. He's just ate a ship or a bit of a ship. Could you not just become a ship?
Oh, I don't know how that would work because he would be touching
Yeah,
the sea. So I don't think it would work. He could turn into a ship, but he'd probably sink.
not a very good ship then.
Or would he sink? Because technically he would still be buoyant and have enough mass to not sink. So it's like Schrodinger's cat, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
know.
I really want to know what people think now. I might ask in the Discord or something, or should we wait till this comes out and see if someone comments?
Yeah. We'll clip it and
Because
stick
that
it
was like
somewhere.
the buggy thing where I said what would happen if his hand went in the water. But I think you answered that one.
Yeah, I think he would be weak because he's still touching the water, so even though it's not connected to his body, he'd be knackered.
Yeah. I did have a follow-up question about rain as well and snow.
How does
No, sorry,
Luffy
not
how does
snow, but
Luffy have a
rain.
bath? Can he have a bath? Does the water have to be connected to the sea? Or if it's separate from the sea, is it no longer
Yeah.
the sea and it's just a puddle?
Is it the same with rivers?
I mean, the rivers are connected to the sea, aren't they? So I would assume that, like, when they're going up Reverse Mountain, if Luffy went in the water, he wouldn't be able to swim.
So Reverse Mountain had the sea going up the mountain. It flows differently. So rivers go into seas. It's the other way around normally.
Right?
So does it matter if it's not salt water? Because
I
then how would you drink?
don't know. This is a question for Oda. Although it's probably
And
look on Reddit, it'll have been answered somewhere on there because we can't be the first people to ask this question.
another question is, right, I know this hasn't got anything to do with Drum Island Dog, but they recycle water on that ship, don't they? As in they purify the water for drinking.
Right?
So he's drinking seawater, isn't he? Or by purifying it, taking the salt out of it, does that make it not seawater? And it's okay?
And possibly my mind drifted off somewhere else there because I'm having horrible thoughts. So if they're purifying the water, if they're at sea, what else can they use to purify and then drink? You know where I'm going with this, Chris.
Yeah,
What are they going to
yeah, I
do?
do.
They're going to be
Yeah.
pissing in jugs
Bear Grylls it.
and purifying it. Do they all just
Yeah.
piss into the same pot and purify it? So they're all drinking each other's piss? knowing Sanji, he probably has a special one where it's just Nami's pissed and he's like, this one's all for me.
That's just called a funnel.
It's just him in his like toilet outfit going, don't see us, don't see us.
Top Grumps is coming in.
I can see Sanji doing that though.
Yeah, but it's weird because with Sanji, you get like he's like w women obsessed. But even when he was on Whiskey Peak, where he had all these women who were like swooning over him, the worst he does is kiss them.
Yeah.
I think he's more for the chase than the actual
I've always wondered, like, which of the Straw Hats are virgins? Like,
Luffy.
Luffy probably seems too dumb enough to know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Sanji, I mean, he gets really shy around women when they actually start to like him back, but he was working in that restaurant with all of those chefs and waiters.
mm,
They were all pirates as well, really, weren't they? There's no way they didn't go, right, Sanji's 18-year-old now. He hasn't had a lass. Let's get him laid. It's his birthday.
yeah.
They must have.
Well, let's put some lipstick on the elephant tuna.
Zorro, I just can't accept Zorro being a virgin.
So
But no, Zorro's too cool. Like, he was a pirate hunter. He'll have went into some unsavory places and got his end away, I suppose.
yeah,
Three dick style. And yeah, Nami was just like slotting herself around a bit to try and like spy around and espionage kind of stuff early on in the season, wasn't she?
right. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I think that's all so far, isn't it?
So far, I don't really want to talk about Tony Chopper.
No, that gets into weird territory.
Yeah,
I'm getting images in my mind now though, and it's like I don't think he would go for a human, but then because that's outside of his species, he would have to go for a reindeer. But then I've got this image in my head of, hang on, Wolf Chopper just standing upright behind another reindeer.
oh no.
Oh
At least
God,
he can talk to them though.
I suppose.
He can chat them up.
So yeah, Drum Island. So
Yep.
they arrive at Drum Island to a hostile crowd led by
Yeah.
Dalton.
Dalton.
These guys don't want any pirates there because they've not long been attacked by pirates. So, this is important, they were attacked by Blackbeard's crew.
Yeah.
Now, we haven't seen who Blackbeard is, but his name is Blackbeard.
Yep.
That means he's going to be important. Like, there's no way that someone called Blackbeard, one of the most famous real-life pirates, isn't going to be
Yeah.
a big part of One Piece.
Right. So, I'm guessing obviously Blackbeard is probably going to appear later in future episodes. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
So, does he have fuse wire in his beard?
No.
No. Okay.
He definitely doesn't the first time you see him. And I don't think he
Right.
does later on either.
Okay. 'Cause
But
I'm sure the real Blackbeard used to he used to wear eyeliner and put fuse in his beard to make him
yes.
seem bigger and scarier.
So he would he would light it and his beard would be smoking so that his enemies thought he
Yeah.
was like some kind of demon or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which even One Piece Blackbeard seems he's got some weird things about him as well. Like
Right.
he could be some kind of demon kind of thing. Not a demon, but he's got some weird shit going on about him. Which you'll find out when we
Don't
get to
spoil
him.
that for us. We'll find out.
Um
Is is it soon?
no.
Oh, okay.
You
No,
probably don't see Blackbeard for maybe another. Well, we don't get proper Blackbeard until a few hundred episodes time or something, when we like start
right.
learning
Okay.
about him. But
Okay.
he does get brought up every now and then. Like you already know, Ace was in Alabasta looking for him,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and he's been mentioned on Drum Island as well.
Yes.
So, this hostile crowd starts shooting at the Straw Hats. Vivi tries to step in the way and gets shot. Luffy is about to just go to town on these guys, and Vivi stops them.
We forgot to say the whole reason why they're in a hurry to get the island is because
Oh. Nami was bit by a bug and
yeah,
just
she's sick.
dying.
Yeah.
So they
And they're
need
looking for a doctor.
they need a doctor, and they're asking the crowd, "We just need a doctor, please come on." Vivi kind of settles things down, and Dalton agrees, saying, "Okay, you can come on land, and we'll find you a doctor." But all of the doctors on the island have been taken away by former King Wapol, who fled the island when Blackbeard arrived, because he just stood no chance against him, and he's took all the doctors with him, which he took all the
Mhm.
doctors before that as his own personal surgeons,
Yeah.
and nobody else on the island was allowed to use them. There were a few doctors running around, like Dr. Correja and Dr. What's he called? Who's Tony Chopper's bloke?
Oh, I've got it on here as well.
Hiruluk.
Korea and
Dr. Hiruluk.
yes, Hiruluk.
Um, so they set off, Luffy and Sanji set off carrying Nami up the mountain to Drum Island Castle, which is where Dr. Koreha has settled. Because she's decided the castle's hers now that Wapple's gone. They've got a bit of a journey ahead of them. They've got to climb up like a vertical cliff to get to the top.
Yeah,
They've got to fight
the bunnies.
bunnies. That was it. I was trying to think what it was that they had to fight on the way. Sanji gets
Yeah.
done in by some rabbits as well. And now Luffy's got to
Yeah.
carry 2 people to the top of the mountain.
Just to put this out there, Zoro didn't get beaten up by bunnies.
No, Zoro decided to go for a swim in ice cold water and do some training whilst they went off.
Yeah.
And what's next is
You find out the doctor has actually came to the village the other way while they're going up the mountain to her castle.
So
So it's kind of like
she's like charging people extortionate amounts, isn't she? Like, well, I'll own 50% of your business now for the rest of your life.
yeah. To be fair, for saving your child, it is a steep price, but your child's not dead.
Yeah. Oh, while they're fighting the rabbits, there's an avalanche, isn't there? And Wapple arrives and kicks the shit out of Dalton and some of the civilians. Dalton gets buried in the avalanche and everyone's trying to save him. And Usopp decides he's going to carry Dalton up to the castle.
Yeah, this is a good moment from Usopp, to be fair.
Yeah, he's trying, bless him. And he's like dragging him along. And he's like, I'm going to do it. And
Dalton
Zoro's
is
just like,
beast of a man.
Yeah, and Zoro just picks them both up, doesn't he?
I just like how, because Zoro's been doing his training regime where he's been going for an ice swim. He's been like, he gets lost in the forest, and then he eventually meets up with Vivi and Usopp, and he's walked into this where Dalton's been defeated by Wobble. He's buggered off to go to his castle again, and Zoro's just like, "Who's Dalton? But who is everyone? Who are you? Who are you?" What? And no one explains it to him. He's just like, "That's Dalton, okay."
But yeah, so Zoro does just
catch up.
So Zoro just picks them up and starts heading up to the castle to follow Luffy and Sanji and Nami. Wapple's heading up to the castle, and I think we start. Is this when it starts to tell the story of Tony Chopper? Because he is looking after Nami in the castle now.
Yes,
because they have got back.
Yeah.
And we get Chopper's backstory. Right.
Yeah.
So, finally, I've asked you about some of the other backstories and, like, sad moments, and I've been like, oh, how did you feel about this? Did you get sad? And you've been like, nah, it wasn't sad enough. Or, this was the right amount of sad and happy, blah, blah, blah. How did you feel about Chopper's backstory?
Absolutely gutted. Because, right, Nami, thief, whatever. Zoro, he's a badass, so he kind of got over it. He's got trouble past whatever. But poor Tony Chopper, he's just an innocent monster. He's not a monster. He's a reindeer that can. Did he eat the human fruit or something?
Yes, the human fruit.
Yeah, and it's just like it wasn't his choice. He was born with a blue nose, and all of his family used to beat the shit out of him and shun him. It's just sad. It's sad. And then the only family gets taken in is this doctor.
Oh, even before he eats the doctor, he's like, he eats the human fruit, and he's like, well, if the reindeer won't accept us, I'll go and live with the humans. And they shoot him.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Hiruluk finds him.
Yeah. I thought that bit was funny where he's just like, because obviously he's just been shot by humans. So the first human he sees, he's just like, he's going to shoot us as well. So Dr. Hiruluk in the snow just drops down, completely bollock naked, and he's like, look, I'm unarmed. I'm not going to shoot you. But
this guy's an absolute kook. He's nuts. Worst doctor
Yeah.
ever.
I I love him though. I think he's class. I wouldn't like him as a doctor, but as an entertaining character, I think he's class.
So we get like a montage of him trying to treat people, and he's like getting chased out, and he's like, "I thought the new ties would work."
Yeah. He kind of like inspires Tony Chopper to be a doctor and heal people, and it's just so sad.
Yeah,
So he's
because
the only person that he's got in his life, and then he finds out that he's dying.
yeah, he's got an incurable disease.
Yeah, yeah. And so
It
he's
gets
been
worse, doesn't
reading.
it?
Tony Chopper is reading his books, and he's like, "Oh, I recognize this mushroom. It says it's a cure-all or something like
Well,
that."
it's not the
Oh,
mushroom. It's because it's got the skull and crossbones next to it. And Doctor Hiruluk
yeah,
has been like, "I've got this pirate flag because I want to be like the pirates and like take on the world, but with medicine or something like that."
yeah,
So Tony Chopper
yeah.
goes, "Oh, skull and crossbones next to this mushroom. That must mean it's special medicine, poison."
Yeah. So he goes through all of this trouble. He fights his old reindeer family just to retrieve this mushroom. So he comes in battered, bruised, bloody, and he's just like, "Oh, Doctor, look, he has this mushroom. It's said in your book that it can cure you." And he's just like, "That's amazing, Chopper. Thank you so much. That's exactly what it does. I want you to prepare this potion for us to make us feel better." So he starts drinking it. Yeah. And
So
that kind of triggers his
so now
last stand, doesn't it?
he's got an incurable disease and he's been poisoned, so he's only got a short time left to live. But it doesn't end
Yeah.
there. It still gets worse for Doctor Hiruluk.
So at this point, the Wapple is outlawed all the doctors. He says, "All right, I've got my surgeons here. No one else can have healthcare on the island. If you die in tough shit, you're gonna have to come to me and beg." And obviously the two doctors, the old lady and Hiruluk, are just like, "No, we're doing this to save lives. We want to continue doing it. This is tyranny, blah blah blah." So Hiruluk goes up on a rope train and confronts Wapple, where he's got his army. There's him who's the hungry fruit or something. And there's Dalton and his other henchmen. And he's just like, "This isn't right. Shouldn't be doing this. I think we can heal the nation by doing all this and making a better future for themselves." And he tugs at Dalton's little heartstrings, and he's just like, "You know what it is? He's right. I shouldn't be shafting over the public. I don't know why I stand for this." And then he he just explodes himself. He just sets off a bomb.
Yeah, and
Not not
Chopper's
to kill not to kill them, just to kill himself to prove a point.
like running to his like best friend at the time, like, "I'm gonna make it there and see
Yeah.
him," and he doesn't make it. He blows up just before he gets there.
Ah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
And
also
you've
I forgot about when the doctor finds out, Haverlock finds out that he's got the incurable disease. He tries to get rid of Chopper because he's like, "Oh no, if he sees us dying, that'll be too sad." So he tries to shoot him to scare him away. It's like this poor reindeer
yeah.
has been shot at enough times and shunned enough times.
Yeah. It's like kicking a puppy, literally. Because he's like, "Oh yeah, if you love them, let them go," kind of job. And it's just like you just adding to the trauma here. And then, so before this happens, sorry, Hiruluk goes to his friend, not friend, but acquaintance, who's the only other doctor on the island, Dr.
Yeah,
Kuraha, and basically says, "Look, I know you're not exactly the nicest person in the world, but I've got this protege, he's my son, basically, called Tony Chopper Chopper. Can you take him on as an apprentice? He really wants to learn medicine, and it's my dying wish that you do this," kind of thing. And I'm gonna go. And Dr. Kureha kind of realizes what he's doing. So she's just like, to go and stop him, she goes to his house to find Tony Chopper, and she's just like, he's just like, "Oh, well, I've cured him. Look, he doesn't have an incurable disease anymore. I gave him this mushroom here." And she's like, "You absolute idiot. You've killed him. This is poison. This is the symbol for poison." And he's like, "Oh, yeah." And that triggers him to go to the castle to try and stop him.
To be
But
fair, I think that's Hiriluk's own fault that he got poisoned. Because if he's trying to teach Chopper how to be a doctor and he hasn't even taught him what the symbol for poison is,
I know.
that's his own problem. Ah, the
I don't think
consequences
he
of my
taught him
own actions.
much, but I think that he did that because he knew he was dying anyway. He knew it was time. He knew he was a shit doctor himself. He just had heart. So he wanted to. So Chopper took the inspiration and wanted to heal him of this incurable disease or illness, and he took that as that gesture as in him wanting to become. So he didn't want to spoil that. So if he said, "No, you idiot, that's poison. Don't make us drink that, you'll kill us,"
Yeah.
I think that might be put him off.
Oh, it's just it's so sad, man.
I know. It's the worst. I didn't even Nami's was like, that's a bit sad, but this is just like, oh man, it's one thing after another.
Oh well, we finally get past all that then, and we get back to the present day, and Wapol
Yeah.
shows up at the castle and takes on Luffy, Sanji, and Chopper.
Yep.
Wapol starts turning into stuff, like he turns into a house, doesn't he? And he's got like cannons for arms or something. He eats his
Hmm.
crewmates and
Yeah.
then opens a door up on his house belly, and they come out as like a little mini house or something where like they've been fused together.
Yep.
And I think Chopper takes him on. Sanji doesn't take anyone on because he's got like a broken back or something, and he tries to join, but then Koreha like kicks him in the back just to make it a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Luffy takes on Wapol by himself.
Yeah.
How did you feel about seeing Chopper fight?
At
That's a lot
first,
different.
yeah, I didn't mind it. I quite like him fighting because it's different.
Yeah,
Even when you see Dalton fight, that's like an fighting an animal, isn't it?
yeah.
So yeah, I quite liked it, and these different transformations as well. Yeah, loved it.
So
Adds an extra element to fight, I think.
what transformations? What forms of Chopper have we got? We've got his normal form, where he's the
Buff.
little reindeer. He's got his buff form. He's got his guard point,
He's
which is where he goes into the big fluffy ball. Um, and then he's I can't remember what that one's called, where it's like scout point thing or
yeah,
something, where he finds out the
he's
weakness.
that's his smart one, isn't it? Because he's like analyzing and he's just using that as a viewfinder to.
Yeah. Um, I've got top figures of some of them. Got the little chopper, buff chopper. Um, is there any more?
Because
There
he
probably
turns
is.
into a big ball as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's his guard point. Oh, and then he's got his reindeer point thing where he like charges around at them, like he turns into the big reindeer.
Yeah, yeah.
Jumping point, I think is that one because he can jump really high on that one.
I'm not actually sure. Does he announce them when he does them?
I
Because
think
I'm
so.
sure sometimes he's just like a reindeer with a blue nose, and I thought that was kind of like his traveling transformation, where he's walking along and it's a bit easier for him in the snow. So I didn't see that as like a transformation. I thought
I
it
think
was just like a.
I think he can move faster in that form, and then he
Mm.
like charges them and bats them with his like head or horns or whatever. And then he's got one where he can jump really high and stuff. He has got a couple more, but I don't know when we see those.
Is that not when he has the balls and he has eight?
Yeah,
I'm
he does start using these rumble balls,
rumble balls. Yeah, that's it.
but there is still some forms to come.
Right. Is that like a spoiler or
No, I wouldn't say really. I mean, like he learns new. Everyone learns new techniques, don't they? So
right? Fair enough.
yeah.
I didn't know a technique like a transformation would be something that you learned. I thought it would be like a move that was learned. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Um,
necessarily a spoiler, just
he can get different forms. It's like Luffy like blowing himself up big. It's like, is that a different form
yeah.
or is it just something that he does? It's like, but I
What
don't. I
like
don't want
Fat
to spoil
Luffy and
anything.
Whiskey Peak?
Yeah. So I can't remember what the two people joined together are called, but Chopper takes them on, defeats them. Luffy fights Wapol, and Wapol ends up he gets beat by Luffy and then tries to run away to get into the armory in the castle, but he
Yes.
can't get in because he hasn't got a key because Nami stole it. So he chases her, but he's too big. So he eats himself.
Yeah.
He eats himself
Get
and becomes
skinnier.
a skinny Wapol. Um, and Then doesn't he start turning into a cannon again? He starts trying to shoot Luffy on top of the castle, trying to
Mhm.
destroy the flag, but Luffy's protecting the flag because he's like, "This is a pirate flag. You can't destroy someone's Jolly Roger and what it stands for." And
Yeah, yeah. It's what is it? An oath to yourself or something to fight for all that sort of stuff. Yeah,
yeah, it's like dreams of other pirates. You can't destroy it.
yeah,
And then Luffy punches him off into the sunset again.
yeah. Rightly so. Get in the sea.
And then
Actually,
once what? Sorry,
I was gonna say, actually, does he die?
Wapple. No.
Yeah.
Um, hang on. Oh, who made a note of this anywhere or not?
It's it's because I remember you talking in the previous recording where you specifically said if you don't see them die on screen, they might not be dead. Kind of like that's why I asked about Arlong as well, because I was like, is he dead? Because the building just collapsed and that was about it. So I
oh,
wasn't too sure.
right. I was trying to remember. Like, no, Wapol doesn't die. But he's not an important character anymore after this. I think he's just like I think you just see him like on an island somewhere, and he's got a wife called Kinderella.
Right. Cinderella. Isn't
Kinderella. Like,
Kinder child?
I don't know, but it's basically like a play on Cinderella, isn't it?
Right. Does he
Um.
eat her?
Oh well. In a way. So
Oh,
once all the dust settled and the Straw Hats are about to set off again, they don't want to go alone. They need a doctor,
yeah.
and Luffy is absolutely in love with Chopper. I mean, at first he was trying to eat him. He was like, "Come back,
Yeah.
reindeer meat." But now
Meat,
he
meat,
thinks
meat.
he's a really cool monster, and he wants Chopper to join the crew. So does everyone else, and they're waiting for him to join.
Oh,
So he goes to ask Dr. Koreha, Chopper, um, and she tells him no and starts trying to beat him up and chases him away. Again, why can't he just have a nice goodbye from one of his friends?
yeah.
Who a Chopper. But
I kind of like it how Luffy didn't know he was a doctor.
oh yeah, like he gets on the ship and then he's like, "Oh, I'm a doctor." He's like, "Wait, what?"
Well, we're looking for a doctor.
So they get on what's it called, a sleigh, go flying down
Yeah,
the hill, get to the boat, and then they realize that all of Chopper's doctor gear is in the sleigh, and Doctor Korea had actually planned for Chopper to leave with them, and it's like a
yeah,
proper emotional goodbye. Korea has opened the armory up and had all the cannons set to shoot with pink blossoms, which was Dr. Hiruluk's dream to spread the pink blossoms all across Drum Island and have them grow because it's apparently the key to some miracle cure.
yeah. I think it was because he kept telling him a story about a pirate who had some sort of incurable disease, and he went to an island and saw all of these beautiful cherry blossoms falling, and it took his mind off and made him better.
Yeah,
And like cured his mindset. So I'm sure he must have been depressed. Obviously, someone with a terminal illness will be. And then he's just like, oh, look at these trees are beautiful, all these petals falling. I don't feel so bad. I want everyone else to feel like this.
yeah,
So he thought that would cure the island if they had that experience that he had. So his life's work was to make cherry blossoms bloom on that island.
yeah. And Korea loads all the cannons up with the cherry blossoms, and they're all shooting off as Chopper's about to leave. And there's a lot of tearful goodbyes, and they finally set off. And now they're finally on the way to Alabasta.
Yes.
Finally, it's the Alabasta arc, and what's this, episode 4 of this arc, saga?
91.
I mean, of our podcast, we're on to episode 4 of the
I think
Alabasta saga,
yeah.
and we're finally going to get there in episode 5.
That's fortuitous changes, isn't it?
Yeah, but as they're leaving, they get other people in Drum Kingdom are going, "Oh, hang on a second, we were supposed to tell those guys that someone called Ace was looking for them," and it's like, dum dum
Yeah.
dum.
Who's Ace?
Yeah,
I didn't know. That was genuinely a shock for me because I was just like, I don't know who Ace was. Is it some sort of other pirate?
yeah. Do you think it was going to be
Yeah.
someone, a villain that they were going to have to fight?
Yeah, basically. I thought it might have been one of the crocodile's men being
Mm.
like, oh yeah, I'll meet him ahead kind of thing. like
Yeah,
as a challenge, or I thought it might have been a Marine.
yeah, yeah. I thought something similar the same. It was like, oh, this isn't going to be a good person.
Yeah,
But it turns out Ace is just cool as fuck as
yeah,
a character.
yeah. I know. I really like Ace. Gutted that I found out that spoiler. Gutted. Because that would have crushed me. I would have been like, what's happening here?
Yeah, it'll
So
still crush you. You'll
probably
still die inside a little bit because it's such a build up. It's one of my favorite arcs. This the one where it happens.
the good deaths in animes are ones where you'll be like driving to work the next day or something and you'll have the radio off and you'll just be like staring.
Yeah.
Like, did this just happen?
So, have you got any questions about the Drum Kingdom arc?
Because is this the first introduction to the? It is to the devil fruit that turn you into an animal. Because they mention it, don't they? I
Yeah.
always forget the name of it. Because Dalton turns into like a ox or a whatever it is.
Yep.
Is this going to become more and more common now? Is this the starting point?
Yeah. So, this is you're finally seeing zone type devil fruits.
Zoan, that was it.
You
Yeah.
may have seen one
The,
before, but this is the first like time that you really see it.
mhm.
And yeah, zone type devil fruits is where people turn into animals, beast kind of things. Yeah,
Animorphs.
pretty much. Yeah.
I was gonna ask who Blackbeard was, but you've covered that before.
Yeah.
And what happens to Drum Island afterwards?
Um,
Does it like
I don't know if it ever says, but I would assume Dalton takes over and becomes the new leader of the Drum Island Kingdom.
because they're on about renaming it and everything as well?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think they
So
didn't want to give it a name at first. Like well, I think it was on the way there they mentioned something about an unnamed island.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
because he's talking to Dalton when they first go, and they're like, "Oh, what is the name of this island?" And he's like, "I don't know. It doesn't have a name yet. We
Yeah.
haven't named it." But right.
Question: if you had Wapple's power, what would you eat to integrate into your body?
Oh, one of the. So, do you know when you go into a takeaway at the end of a night, you know the big kebab legs that you get?
All right.
Turning on one of them. So if I ate one of them, I would essentially have unlimited kebab, wouldn't I?
Possibly, but that would also be like a form of cannibalism. You've just got your
But if it
arms
tastes
spinning around.
nice, I've always wanted to just put my top teeth on one of them when it's going round, so it just shaves into my mouth.
Oh,
Um,
I love kebab, but the most disgusting concept ever. Like
it's
I'm sure somebody did a test on one and left it on a counter, and like over a week it had moved like 6 inches or something
ah,
because of the bacteria.
I don't eat it because it's hygienic.
Yeah. I think I would have a few things that I would want to eat. I would eat a telly, like computers and PlayStations, whatever else I needed that would be hooked up to that telly. And also an arm thing, like do you know what you can like hang the TVs off the wall so that I can just like hang it off
Mhm.
my head and have it down in front of my face. And just anywhere I can go out and be like, oh, I fancy watching telly for a bit, and just be like, "Meh," and
Would you not eat Oda?
what, and just learn everything that is going to happen about One Piece.
Yeah, so you'd know what the One Piece was.
I suppose, but then I would also get all of these like workloads that he would, because I couldn't eat order and then not finish One Piece for him, and that guy is like sick every other month because he works himself like dead to the bone.
Yeah, but you can spit him back out, can't you? Because he spat his henchmen out.
I suppose eat him, learn
Yeah,
all his secrets, and then let him go.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Order, I'll eat you. Um, we do get a mention of the will of D in this arc. I can't remember when it gets mentioned,
Oh,
but they mention the will of D.
yes. Is it not what you called the old lady? Look? No,
A Korea.
a
Yeah,
Korea. Yes.
Dr. Korea mentions it.
Doesn't she something like you? Yeah, she mentions the will of D. You don't even know what it is, do you? And then Luffy says what? And she's like, doesn't matter, kind of
Yeah,
thing. Doesn't so it's ramping up the hints, isn't it?
yeah. I don't know what the will of D is. There's just theories about it. There's a lot of people with the initial D in the middle of the name.
Is it the same in Japanese?
Yeah, I think so.
It is. Because I was thinking, oh, does it stand for like demon or something, but I'm like
There's a
demon in Japanese won't start with D, will it? Devil?
yeah,
Devil fruit?
there's a lot of theories going around of what it could be. Um, so people think like demon, devil. Some people think that it's just a smiley face, like when you put like the two dots and a capital D for a smiley face, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of like stuff to do with like joy and happiness. Honest, like we I, I can't say any more on that without spoiling it, but there is something to do with like spreading joy. Um,
Do you know what it is? Because I'm not up to date. To me, this feels like clutching straws.
yeah, yeah. But
It's
yeah, sorry, go on. What were you going to say there?
I was just gonna say it's the same as when you were talking about told me about the theory of who Luffy's dad is. Sorry, mom is.
Yeah,
And I was just like, no, no. To me, now at the minute, I cannot see it, but I haven't read into it or looked into it.
I'm not.
So
I'm not saying Crocodile is Luffy's mom, by the way. It's just that there is theories that he is Luffy's mom. It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
insane, but it could be possible.
yeah, yeah.
My own theory about the Will of D is that it is something to do with willpower. And that's why it's called the Will of D. And I think the people that have this D in the name might have the power to resist something. I can't say what it is that they could resist because it's only just coming out in the manga. These things happening. Um,
Oh, so the will of D is you have the same willpower as someone called D?
yeah. So let's just say, like, hypothetically, someone got
Dave or something,
no. Let's say, like, right. Let's say Bill got possessed,
right?
and then Bill can't do anything about it because he hasn't got the willpower to resist it. But if Monkey D. Luffy has the will of D, could he have the willpower to resist it because of the will of D? That's my own little brain worm at the moment. I don't know. But we'll get to that bridge when we come to it.
Right.
I'm
No
probably
bother.
completely wrong because nobody's ever right with theories when it comes to One Piece.
I wish I would. I do love a good theory though. Like even if they're mental, if they're kind of like the rings people like go around to like justify it and like
Yeah,
say this is why it's true. I'd love that people have thought that much into it. It's just a shame that I cannot read into it. Like I know you get a lot of these on Reddit, but I couldn't read them at the minute because it would be like, oh, what's the theory about Arlong? I'd be like, well, obviously it tells you in three sagas time where such and such happens, and I'm like, oh well, spoiled it for us.
yeah.
So I can't read up on anything.
You'll end up reading theories once you're up to date and your mind will be blown by a load of shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
oh, Dragon was mentioned. I think, is that the first time they mentioned Dragon's name?
Yes, it is. Unless you had the subtitles on.
Right.
Unless you watch it on BBC iPlayer in English with subtitles on like I do.
But yeah, Dragon's name was mentioned, so you finally know who Dragon is. The guy with the face marks.
Yes, because you see him as well, don't you?
Yeah.
I remember seeing him, but it was that fast. I can't remember when.
Yeah, it's just
But
more
yeah.
more little world building. Like I keep saying, he is going to be important. You will find out something important about him very soon.
So, question to you as well. When you first watched this, did you get the little things like that? Or did you watch it and think, oh yeah, that was mentioned then?
No, that didn't.
No. Right, okay.
One last thing they mentioned was the Leveille. This was mentioned when it's Princess Vivi goes to the world government meeting where she gets punched in the face by Wapple.
Yes, yeah.
So the Leveille is a meeting that happens once every 4 years between all of the world leaders, and they go to what's it called, Mary Jui or Mary Joyce or I can't remember what it is, um,
Mhm.
and basically they rule the world from there, discuss things. But the
Yeah.
Leveille is quite an important thing as well. It's just a world meeting. It's like a G8 summit.
Yeah. That Wapple couldn't give a toss about.
Yeah. So anything else, or are we happy to go to Alabaster?
Uh yeah, I think I'm happy to go to the next part of the saga, which is the final part,
Oh,
the where they
Awesome.
finally get Alabaster.
Because Anime Club starts in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
So, oh, what you doing on
go
Anime
watch
Club?
that.
What you doing on Anime Club this week, Chris?
Oh yeah, we will be probably talking about an anime.
Yeah, but no idea because at the moment we're like 4 weeks in the past.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. That's five shirt changes that.
right.
But,
Cool.
but yeah, thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, hype, and all that sort of stuff. We'll see you next week when we finally make it to Alabaster or Alarasta or Alacasta.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cheers.
bye.